It's your boy, Mr. Loc'N. Y'all already know. Listen, made it to Baltimore. We out here at the Black Engineer Year Awards, also known as Beya Conference. I'm excited, y'all. I'm actually excited. It's the fifth of today. Something like, but look, listen, we're going to be around a bunch of Black engineers. So I'm gonna try to get inside their minds. I got a bunch of questions. We're gonna ask them, see what obstacles they had to overcome and things that they had to endure to get to this particular point. Do they have any advice for up and coming STEM majors or Black engineer, future Black engineers? And we just gonna have a good time today. Make sure you come across this video, like, comment, subscribe, and remember, always stay locked in. Peace. All right, y'all. So they got us going to, well, I gotta go check in, register, and get my badge and stuff. So, oh, the lighting right here is crazy, man.
Oh, you got my ear now?
Yeah, so let me show y'all some views real quick if I can get it. Here we go. They got us going through like a little breezeway to get to it because it is pretty chilly outside. And people don't want to be outside, so they got it. At least they got it to where people can go from the hotel to the convention center without being exposed. I'm trying to figure out what the food is, honestly. But I'm seeing so many people that's dressed up so nicely and they look good. They best dressed on. Feeling real elegant. But no, I'm gonna check in and then I'll be back. Hey, I'm here with
John Akintola.
John. Nice to meet you. So my first question to you is, what are you studying?
So I'm doing my PhD in chemistry and material science.
Okay. So what would be advice to somebody who is trying to take the path that you're taking and get into where you're trying to go?
Good question. So I would say you have to find a driving force. What motivates you to want to do a master's or a PhD? Is it career advancement? Is it acquisition of knowledge? Right? Because that keeps you on throughout the program, and then it extends into what we will do with a graduate degree after you earn it. Are you going to be working in the industry, or are you going to be, faculty position doing some research?
Okay. My last question. What is one obstacle that you had to overcome that has influenced who you are today?
Right. So that will be the knowledge barrier in the research that a graduate program requires. So a lot of people are, acquainted with research as, undergrad or internship or while you're working. But with graduate school, it's completely different because the research is supposed to be innovative. You're supposed to be getting a philosophy in a type of degree that nobody has done before.
Yes.
So you have to rely on a lot of content online, literature, reading, new papers, and trying to figure out things by yourself.
Thank you, man. Hey, I'm here with
Aaliyah Jones.
Aaliyah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, what are you studying?
So I'm an aerospace engineer major at Tuskegee University.
Okay.
The illustrious.
Tuskegee, okay. So, what is an obstacle that you have had to overcome that has influenced who you are right now?
Not letting the people around you kind of make you into somebody who you're not, or maybe not necessarily. Maybe at the time you don't even realize that you're not that person, but you just kind of going with the flow because it seemed like that's what the people around you. That's who they want to be around. That's the kind of person they want to deal with. So just, I don't know, being true to yourself and doing what's best for you and not letting the outside influences kind of throw you off.
That's dope. So, what is some advice you would give to somebody who is trying to follow in your footsteps and get to where you're at right now?
I would tell them start networking early, because literally the opportunities that you have are literally just, it's a basis of whatever you've been doing to talk to people, who you've been connecting with, who you've been saying, giving your resume to, and that sort of thing. So I would literally just push for that, keep doing that. Yeah.
That's dope. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice. If y'all want to follow me on Instagram, it's LXYAH_1. I do
Black
follow back.
Man. Black Excellence.
Black Excellence.
Make sure I go follow her. Give her a follow. Hey, I'm here with
Lydia, Aiden,
Nice to meet you guys. So my first question is, what are you guys studying?
information science.
Yes,
Okay.
Same.
Oh, that's dope. So my next question is, what advice would you have for people that's trying to get to where you guys are at right now?
I would say to always stay motivated and keep God first because He'll always get you there.
I like that.
I'd say never limit yourself. I think kind of cliche, but anything you put your mind to, I think if you limit yourself, then you don't get anywhere you want.
Okay.
Never downplay yourself and your skills or anything.
Okay, that's dope. My last question is, what is an experience that you've had that has influenced who you guys are at this particular point?
I'd say probably like my background is like the hospital, so um, seeing like people in critical conditions, it's very humbling and it makes you like appreciate life, and especially the like elderlies, they always like talk about their experiences and their job careers and all that,
That's dope.
and they like encourage you. So I feel like that's a good experience.
I feel like my background, like coming with a family that doesn't really know too much about technology, like it's definitely like influenced me to want to help others and like learn about it myself. So I just like kind of use that to like straight my path towards my major.
That's dope. That's dope. Black excellence. Thank you guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Hey, I'm here with.
Mbotidem Mpong.
Nice to meet you. First question. What are you studying?
I'm studying computer engineering
Okay.
at Hampton University.
Okay.
I'm a graduating senior.
Do you think it's hard? Computer engineering hard?
Initially it is.
Okay.
Coming from high school and transitioning to taking full-on
Okay.
engineering classes, your first year might be difficult, but it gets easier afterwards.
Okay, so what is some advice you have for somebody that's thinking about following your footsteps?
I initially, since it was hard for me, I would say definitely look for a community of people that you can fall back on.
Okay.
And rely on for like working together to complete assignments and work on projects.
Okay.
Because you have a lot of projects to work on together, and definitely having a team of people that you work well with will help. And you can also lean back on for help when you are finding some difficulty dealing with stuff.
Okay. Last question. What is an obstacle that you have had to overcome that has influenced who you are today?
I have a grandfather who was a phenomenal, amazing individual during his time. He came from a very, very poor, lowly background, but it changed his life drastically and became mayor for his city before he passed. But he did a lot more great things. He started a huge school, and that's currently one of the biggest schools in the city that I grew up in. And I would say living up to a legacy of someone who accomplished things that massively in his lifetime could be something that I saw as challenging. It was like, wow, someone that I attended the school that he started, and a lot of times we'll be like, oh, look at you. Why are you doing things like that? Even though you're like president's son or something like that.
That pressure.
Exactly. And so that pressure for having to perform or act a certain way because of like the kind of legacy that someone had left for you was definitely something that I had to. And I believe that was also an encouraging and a motivating factor
for sure.
Making sure that I put in my very best and worked very hard to make sure that I lived up to that or even exceed that.
That's dope, man. Thank you. I'm here with
Solomon Grant.
Solomon. Keon Brown.
Hello.
Okay. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
So my first question is, what are you guys studying?
Electrical, electronics, engineering, technology.
Oh, okay.
We're on the same major.
Oh,
Yes,
for
sir.
real. That's dope. No, that's dope. That's why y'all in the pack. Okay. I see it. Makes sense. So my first question would be, what is some advice you guys would give people who is trying to follow in y'all footsteps?
I think for me the biggest advice would have to be, because we are engineering technology, which is our degree. A lot of people look at it and they either frown upon it because we are, technicians in the field. We're more hands-on, physical, regular engineers, theoretical. They send it to us so we get it done.
Yeah.
But a lot of time, like I said, people look down on us. You know what I'm saying? It's engineering tech. What is that? But we're very capable. We're electrical and electronics. We learned both sides of electrical engineering and troubleshooting. Of course, like technicians with electronics. We've built things from the ground up, stuff that other engineers could do, of course, but we've actually done it.
Yeah, for sure.
So definitely don't let anybody discourage you. You come to school for a specific reason. As long as you have an end goal and positive people around you, you'll be fine no matter what your major is.
I like that. I want to add anything to that?
Took a lot of what I was going to say.
Okay. Okay. So my next.
Study.
Okay.
Because,
Now we just talking about books, or what are we talking about? Just studying the books.
well, not just the books, it's a lot of hands-on stuff. You don't want to get
Gotta
in the field and be
practice.
like building a circuit and then you blow up all your components.
Yeah,
really.
for sure.
So you really got to know what you're doing and be confident in what you do.
Yeah.
Very true.
I asked that purposely because I wanted you to emphasize it's not just books. You know what I'm saying? It's other aspects of the whole journey. So yeah, I like that.
Gotta get in the lab, man. Stay in the lab, man.
Get used to all the instruments and materials that we use, how you can
Last question. What is an obstacle that you guys have overcame that has influenced who you guys are today?
Actually, tying back into being engineering tech, I actually came from our school's regular engineering program,
Mm-hmm.
and I was computer engineering. It just wasn't for me, but I was so deep in it.
Yeah.
You know, I was about what 3 years in, still going, and it was like I don't want to turn back. I've come this far to turn back.
Yeah.
I can't do that. So I basically had to just get over it. You know,
For sure.
accept that things happen, and this is not where you need to be. And I knew engineering tech is where I wanted to be all along, but it's like I don't want to make that change. So I used to overcome myself, you know, and fears and uncertainty. It's always going to be uncertainty in life.
Yeah,
You can't dwell on those.
For sure.
So definitely just understanding everything's going to be all right, but just trusting God and taking that leap. And
1000% trusting God, man.
Yes, sir.
I like that. Yourself?
Also, I had to teach myself to, like you said, enjoy yourself, more repetitions, work with your hands. It's like I wasn't in computer engineering, I was in regular electrical engineering, and like you said, it's theoretical. It's more book work. I like to work with my hands, so this was a better choice for me.
That makes sense.
I'd probably just say autism.
Okay.
Because I was a pretty slow learner in the very beginning, like elementary and whatnot, and to see how far I've come to this point, it's pretty much let anyone know that they can also do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I mean, I was always good with grades, but like I slipped in every other aspect of my life. But I'm getting there. You know, I'm on the older side, but I'm getting my license. I'm getting everything. I'm getting jobs now. Finally getting the work experience that I need. Some people will look at you and be like, "Oh, you should have done this or that, 16 and 18 or whatever." You move at your own time, your own pace when you're ready. So don't let anybody discourage you from the steps you take in your life. You do it when you need to do it.
I like that. I definitely like that. And I have a profound level of respect for autistic individuals to begin with because, truth be told, I haven't met an autistic individual who is not talented. Especially when it becomes to anything art related, like they are talented individuals. They may go about it in a different way, but they know what they're doing 1000%. So keep going and keep applying that patience, man. Keep applying that patience.
Yeah. I kind of just piggyback what off everybody said, just, there's always a different path you can take, even if there may be like you're in a path that you may not want to be in right now. You can always maybe step out of your comfort zone and try new things that could help you maybe branch out and see something you might like. And that's kind of what it is with jobs and internships in general. It helps you build your character and then look for different pathways to get to where you want to go in life. So
I like that. Thank you, guys. I'm here with
Brent Thigpen from the University of District of Columbia.
Okay, I like that.
It's an HBCU in DC, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to the HBCUs. Okay, so my first question to you is, what is some advice you would give people that's trying to get into your footsteps?
My advice would be just like step out of your comfort zone. In order to get to these into these conversations and get into these rooms, you gotta step out of the comfort zone.
For sure.
Sometimes, like as Black men and then also people of color, we're gonna be typically the first in these doors.
Yeah.
It's crazy to say that in 2024, but it's just the reality of this. So get out of your comfort zone. Be familiar with your material and understand that it's going to take time, but also realize that networking is key to everything.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not what you know, it's about who you know. For instance, for me, I'm an alpha. Shout out to the good bros. I utilize the fraternities to help me get to get me into my PhD school, and also opportunity. So that's just one. That's networking. So that's one example right there.
I like that. So, what is the obstacle that you've overcame that has influenced who you are today?
I guess me personally, losing my mom in 2017. Appreciate it. That has been my biggest trial, right? But I got over it, and everything I do is to her, and I know she was a big person with family, and also just being able to be appealing in the community, and also she gave me advice when I needed it about how to get through certain things. So I got through that when I was a freshman in high school to where I am a graduating senior, mechanical engineering major. I have a 3.3 fraternity, like all these awards, right?
I love that.
And then also I'm out here trying to get a internship / job. So
I like that, man.
That's how it is. Keep your head up, keep moving forward, and peace, love, and positivity. There you go.
Appreciate that, man. Hey, I'm here with.
Hi everyone, my name is Camelia Strickland. I am a sophomore mechanical engineering student at the illustrious North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Kayla Alexander. I go to North Carolina A&T State University, and my major is civil engineering.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. My name is Con Powell II. I'm a sophomore mechanical engineering student at North Carolina A&T.
My first question is, what is a piece of advice you have for people that's trying to get into your footsteps or follow your footsteps?
Okay, a piece of advice that I have for someone looking to follow my footsteps would be step outside your comfort zone and get into things that you are afraid of trying, because being comfortable all the time doesn't make you grow. Failure makes you grow. When you're comfortable and you excel in everything, you can't go back and review what you did because you think you did good. So people don't usually take the time to go back and look at like what they done. But when you fail, you have to go and look at what you've done to see like what you can improve on. So don't take failure as something bad. Learn from failure and step outside your comfort zone.
Okay, I like that.
Some advice that I would give somebody who's following in my footsteps would be to really do your research on the program that you want to be involved in. Don't just go to a school because your family's going to it. Don't just go to a school because your friends are going to. Really need to go into this research looking for stuff that's good for you. If you're going to a school just because specific recruiters came to your high school, I went to a high school in Katy, Texas. Nobody from A&T came to talk to us, but because I did my research, this is how I ended up on the whole other coast of the U.S. So really just dig in. If you really want it, you will do that research to figure out where your home is going to be for the next 4 years. It's very important.
I like that.
Some advice that I would give somebody trying to step in my footsteps would be, honestly, of course, do your research, but also know what you're passionate about before going into something. Because if you're not passionate about what you're doing, if you don't like what you're doing, then you're going to hate what you're doing. Don't go into anything just for the money. Don't pick engineering just because you want to make a lot of money. Don't pick anything just because you want to make a lot of money. Pick something that you actually want to do, that you'll wake up happy to do every morning, so that you can be making money and be happy.
I have one more thing. And sometimes everyone doesn't know what they're passionate about. So I would say find a mentor if you can. If you find something interesting and you know someone who does it, ask about it and let them tell you the ins and outs so you can learn early instead of having to figure it out by yourself and maybe start over.
Okay.
One more thing. Sorry.
No, look,
Another thing is definitely once you get into college, be as cool as you can with your professors. Build relationships with them because they can open a lot of doors for you. They can connect you with so many different people, even at different universities. If you're at an HBCU, you want to do research at a PWI, you can go do research through your professor. You can get internships through your professor. You can get scholarships through your professor. You can get jobs. You can get research opportunities. You can just get so much through your professors. They have so much knowledge that they just want to give to you. You just have to go out there and get it.
Oh, one last thing. Create a LinkedIn account before you step onto college campus.
Yes.
Oh, and you need business professional attire and you need business casual attire. Yeah, everything. You need to come to school.
Network.
Y'all get
Network.
it. Y'all get it.
Y'all
Y'all
get
get it.
Y'all get it.
Look, they definitely said it all. They said it all. Okay, my last question is, what is an obstacle that you've overcame that has influenced who you are today?
Obstacle that I definitely have overcome in my life is growing up in a predominantly single parent household. So having a strong black woman that raised me and taught me the things, ins and outs of life, really motivated me to just become the best black man that I can in today's society. Try my best to do what's right all the time, just to set myself up in my future for the best things possible. Not always having the best black male role model is another thing. I guess you could say it's a obstacle that I overcame. It's kind of the same thing, but just if you don't have those representations to show you good representation of black men, you can find mentors or even reach out to different family members to get that, so that you don't fall into what may be your generational curse or even something that your family has done. You can cut that last part.
I like that. I like that.
So an obstacle that I've had to overcome for myself personally is advocating for myself. I feel like I went a lot, like especially in high school and stuff, just like going with the flow. Like if somebody, like a teacher, was just told me like, okay, this is what your grade is going to stay at. Okay, whatever. But then you get into college where you really want that GPA to be a certain number. You will have to learn how to advocate for yourself, because some teachers will not bump you. They're not just going to be like, oh, okay, they're at an 89.9, I'm going to bump them. No, if you want that A, you're going to have to go. You're going to have to talk to your professors. If your professors don't budge, you need to go to the dean, to the chair that's over that department, something like that. So that is definitely an obstacle that I've had to overcome within the last 2 years of me being
In other
college.
words, closed mouths do not get fed.
at all.
Open your mouth. Even if you don't get fed at that moment, open your mouth. Let somebody know that you want something to eat.
Right,
You feel me? So make sure you keep your mouth open.
Yep.
Okay, an obstacle that I have overcame is I'm a first generation college student, so being scared of a lot of things. Still now, I'm still working on it, but coming to college, being scared because I don't have people to tell me like, hey, do it this way or do it that way. Even like with courses, when I don't do how I want to do, I don't have someone to guide me. But like the way I overcome this is just reaching out to people who I know can help me and just opening my mouth. Like closed mouths don't get fed. Like you said, everything ties back into it in a circle. But really just stepping out and speaking up for myself is something that I'm still continuously trying to work on.
That's dope. Thank you guys.
Of course. Thank you.
Maggie
Pride.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But, hey, look, they did it. They did the best. They did the best. I'm here with
Nia.
Nice to meet you, Nia. So my first question is, what is your major?
I'm a mechatronics engineering major. I go to Morgan State.
Okay, Morgan State. Shout out to them. So my next question is, what is some advice you would give somebody who is trying to follow in your footsteps?
Always think that you deserve to be in the room. I think that's something helpful. Most of my classes are majority boys. Obviously, I go to HBCU, so it's majority black. But if you don't go to HBCU, it might be the opposite if you're doing engineering. But yeah, always think that you deserve to be where you're at, and you deserve to be in the big rooms, in the big conversations. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Last question is, what is an obstacle that you've overcame that influenced who you are today?
I would say like most recently, last semester, I got a really bad concussion. And obviously engineering is not really an easy major to do like virtually. So that was definitely hard with the physical and the mental aspect of it. Like any head trauma is serious trauma. So I think recovering from that was way more of a mental challenge than a physical challenge. It just taught me a lot about perseverance and patience.
And did you have a support system during this? Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here with.
Hi, I'm Faith Sampson. I'm a sophomore chemical engineering major from Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey, I'm Kiela Vanderstoop, sophomore chemical engineering major from Guyana, South America.
Hey, I'm Keela Lodge, a sophomore chemical engineering major from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, nice to meet you guys. So the first question is, what is some advice you guys would give to people that's following your footsteps?
I would say focus on your mental health.
Okay.
If you don't focus on your mental health, your academics and your life could go down. And yeah, just your quality of life will decrease overall. And nothing else is worth risking your mental health for.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. You gotta invest in yourself so yourself can invest in you. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Exactly.
Definitely like that.
I would say don't be afraid to ask questions. Like questions will get you knowledge. Knowledge will get you places that you need to be.
Okay.
Like don't forget to ask questions.
So I got a quick question.
Okay.
Is there such thing as a dumb question?
No. Especially within our major, like there's no such thing as a dumb question.
Okay.
Every question is a great question. And that question leads you to a better answer.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
I would say focus on your schoolwork. That's what's gonna take you where you want to be, and that's what has taken all of us where we are today. So focus on your academics, but also go out, socialize with your friends, make connections, networking, because that's all about what it is, and that's why we are here today to network, to make connections. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, my last question for you guys: what is an obstacle that you guys overcame that influenced who you guys are today? It could be simple.
Okay. I'm a little introverted.
Okay.
So that was my biggest obstacle, like
Mhm.
just coming out of my shell to make friends and talking to people, especially in our major, because you really need to network. You need to know people because you need a community
Mhm.
around you for our major. So I would say that was my biggest
Okay.
obstacle.
And did you get them coming out of your shell, or how that work?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
That is so real. I would say not knowing the balance between academics and social life.
Okay.
Especially like my freshman year, I was like taking 27 credits.
Oh my
I'm like,
goodness.
okay, just be free zone, just be free zone. I was like, okay, it's gonna be okay. Like I got it.
You were trying to graduate in 2 years.
No, I wasn't. I promise. You can't do that in my major.
But 20-some hours you were about to. What you mean?
Not too much.
You didn't have no personal life.
Okay.
Okay, I'm off of you.
But yeah, like I'm happy we got closer last semester because like I felt like I needed that balance and they gave that to me, especially in our major because it's like back to back to back, like there's no break.
Yeah.
So
You're
the
absolutely
balance
right.
is needed.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm an international student here in the US. So a challenge for me was just leaving my home country, coming here by myself in this. I've never been to DC, and just freedom, not letting myself get too careless with the freedom,
Yeah.
and just growing in independence and self control, money wise,
Definitely big.
self control.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just growing in that aspect.
I like
would
that.
also like to add to that. I would like to say that you need to remain true to who you are, your
Absolutely.
identity, because coming to the US is an international, so it's easy to get carried away and just adopt other cultures. So yeah, that's not a big thing too.
Thank you guys. Hey, I'm here with
Alexia Dixon,
Nice to meet you. So the question is, what is your major?
electrical engineering.
Okay, now what is some advice you would give to someone who's trying to follow in your footsteps?
I actually saw a quote earlier today, and it said, "Pressure is a privilege. It means great things are expected of you."
Okay.
And just let that sit in.
Okay.
Really internalize it. Another thing I would say is that don't be too hard on yourself. Believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you? Definitely network, because you need people to speak on your behalf when you're not able to enter certain rooms. Calculus, if you're trying to do like engineering, calculus is key. Fundamental is gonna. There's no running away from it.
Yeah, you can't run away from that.
You can't run away from
At
that.
all,
Calculus, physics, but yeah, that's all I would say.
So now my last question is, what is an obstacle that you have to overcome that has influenced who you are today?
I would say having to be more a people's person, being able to talk to people. Before I was like very shy, didn't talk to
I would
people.
have never guessed that. I would have never
But
guessed that.
it's all about putting myself in like situations that I know I'm going to be uncomfortable in, and then when I do have to put myself in these situations, I'm not like, I'm not saying I'm perfect there. I'm not all the way there, but
I mean, but just me not being able to tell that off rip shows progress.
Yeah.
I got a quote for you. There's no growth without discomfort.
That's true. That is true.
It's
That's
just
true.
not possible. It's never possible. So always just embrace that, and I'm glad that you are, and I applaud you for it, because I know it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of courage to just put yourself in those type of situations. So applaud to you.
Thank you. But yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh. Howard, guys.
No way.
No.
Good way.
I like on a real note though, y'all. Like, if y'all had to rate this conference, what would y'all rate it?
10.
10? 9? 2 thumbs up. 8. What would you rate it?
You said 8?
Yes. No, 7.
Y'all heard it.
Yeah, got Marianne's.
Wouldn't it just be good if you just made a mistake?
7.
$7, $7. Cash App is 15.
They're my little homie right here, y'all. I thought she was scary at first.
Yeah, I'm not. I thought I
wasn't. But after this conference, she really showed me she's a stepper.
I met you at this conference. Also.
She did meet me at this
By
conference.
accident. That was crazy.
Yeah, by accident. It's crazy, but it was meant to be though. And now I realize she's a stepper. And guess what? I like steppers on my team, so I added her to the roster.
You got 2 feet to
I put to step. That's why she's a stepper now. That's why she's on my roster. Shooters gonna shoot. That's my other shooter right there, y'all. You said what?
No. Especially
You said what?
start playing games.
I said you my shooter. Shooters gonna shoot. That just mean you're a stepper. You step?
Hi.
Oh yeah, by the way, congratulations to her, y'all. Congratulations, she got the internship with Walmart. Yeah, Black Excellence. A house divided is trying to figure out how they're gonna get to
So I only have 8 seats. So whoever did not come in with the 8 seats, whoever sends me the $8 first, I got you.
So first come, first serve is only 8
First come,
seats.
first serve. So I already have. So I got Christine's, Beyonce's, and Marianne's.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is Beyonce, y'all. Unsafe. Yeah.
So whoever did not send me the money, then you're not